All right, guys, welcome back. It's been a while since I last talked to you guys. It has been almost nonstop rain. In between the rain, maybe only 5 or 6 hours where I'm able to get out and get some stuff done. Really just kind of picking little things off here and there. I had the mega whacker out going. I was clearing land down in the camping area. Not much has happened in the cabin area, simply because I'm just waiting for the weather to clear up. So good news is we got 5 good days, it looks like, here in a row. That's going to be nothing but sunshine. So today's a little cold. It's probably only mid-30s right now. I think the Northeast right now is getting sub-zero temperatures and stuff. I heard Caribou, Maine, something like minus 60, something like that. So it's a crazy little front that's come through. But one of the things I was able to do on the inside, you might be able to pick it out right behind me here. I built a log arch, and this gentleman that lives in the local area here has been here just about his whole life. Heard about, I was introduced to him and stuff, and he's got this mega Miller welder. And so I was able to just get some steel and utilize his equipment to kind of put this thing together. So things are going to start to happen here real quick. Monday and Tuesday, I have the excavator coming. Monday afternoon, I have gravel coming in. Saturday, Rebecca comes back in. It is just a whirlwind of good weather and good things going on around here. So I expect this next 5 days to be pretty productive, especially Monday and Tuesday. By Tuesday afternoon, when I'm done with that excavator, the cabin area should be cleaned out completely. All the logs pulled up here. There should be gravel over here in this muddy area. That should be leveled. I don't know. Of course, Wednesday it's going to start to rain again. So it's a fight against the weather right now. So I'm not sure. I still have to pour a pad for the sawmill. And, that all has to happen. But I'm trying to get as much outdoor, some of these things that I've been kicking the can down the road for a pretty good while now. I'm going to try and get these things knocked out. So I've got some grinding to do on the log arch, and then we're going to paint it. I'm just using rusty metal primer on it just to keep it from rusting. But here, let me give you a close-up of that. So this is what I put together here. A lot of little pieces, not a lot, but there's quite a few. Here's the regular hitch mount here. Most of this steel that you see, this is all 3-inch square tubing that is a 1/4 inch thick. So it is built pretty well. I've got some cross member here. This is schedule 40 1.5 pipe. I've got a snatch block that I kind of cannibalized. That's a 3-ton, 6,000 pound snatch block that I'm going to use as my pivot. Of course, back here is where my winch is going to go. And then down here I have hubs. I had to weld on some spindles and then put some hubs on there for the tires. I'm actually going to cannibalize my trailer to put the actual wheels on this. And then up here I've got some hooks as well. There's some hooks in the back as well. There's one there and one over there. They're for the chain. The chain is going to help support the log when it's in the air, because I don't want all that pressure on the winch cable itself. Now I think it's a 2,500 pound winch, a hand crank winch that I'm putting on there. May eventually upgrade to an electric powered winch, a small one, maybe 3,500 pounds, something like that. So yeah, that's what this thing looks like. I'm not going to show you well, let's take a look here at some of the welds. I don't know if that's going to focus. There you go. So yeah, just slabbing on some metal. I am no welder, but you know what it didn't do? It hasn't fallen apart yet. So we'll see. I'm going to get these ground down. I got to get some paint on. I'm probably going to end up spending most of the day working on this, kind of grind this down. There's quite a few welds that need to be, some attention needs to be paid to. So yeah, that's what we're working on. And yeah, we're going to go from there. Here we go. All right, guys, been a couple days now. Here, we're Sunday here. I think last time I filmed was maybe Friday, but I just want to show you where I'm at here on the log arch. So I've got the winch mounted. It just had a couple bolts in through the top of it. One there and one closer up to the front there. So that's holding on the winch, and that's a 3,200 pound winch. And then I've really just been going around kind of check out, just kind of grinding some of these welds down. Just making them, when I paint it and stuff, I don't want anything protruding out that's going to cut me or catch anything like that. So, and the only issue I've had now, I went to actually mount on a tire from my trailer, and to put it bluntly, they just don't fit. The axle, or I should say the lugs and everything are fine. They're 5 on 4.5, so they're the same as my trailer tires. But the trailer tires are a width of 205. So when the wheel comes in and touches against the back of the hub here, the tire itself that's at the top here actually hits this part of the frame. So I basically have two options. I have to get a skinnier tire, like a 175 or something like that, or I went the cheaper route. I'm getting a 2-inch axle extender. So this is going to sit out 2 inches. I'll show them to you once they come in, but it's going to be about a week, I think. So that should give me the space I need to clear the frame. So yeah, it's going to be at least another week before this thing starts to see some action. So I'm going to take some time this morning. Like I said, it's Sunday. I got to prep for tomorrow. I'll show you kind of what's going on with that. I want to bring out my laser level and stuff and just kind of mark some areas up, and I'll get into that more once it gets closer, or once I finish up more with this. So that's what we're working on today. I'll probably just grind on this until I have 2 batteries for my grinder, and they don't last very long. It's really kind of a pain in the butt. But we'll grind these off, and then we'll start getting into the driveway, leveling off where the mill is going to go. All right, guys, here we go. All right, guys, I got my laser level set up out here. I just wanted to get a quick kind of layout of how the topography through here goes, and wondering where I can pull soil from and where I can take it and put it to. So here's what I found out. I dropped my initial point where I wanted my grade at the corner down here at the bottom of the slab. So I established that, and then walked around and dropped some points where that equals to. Here's a dot, there's a dot. Around the burn barrel here, there's a couple, yeah, one there, one there. So any place that's beyond those dots, I can push the soil that way. And along with establishing that line, I have, not sure how well this will show up on here, but I've got a yellow string. That is a 10 by 24 section that I have. That's what my concrete pad, potentially the size of it, will be. So when I dropped, this area here is definitely obviously raised. I don't know if you can pick that up on the screen too well, but this area here, right about in there, is 14 inches above the grade line. Okay, so I've got a gain there, but the property slopes back in this direction. Okay, to where back here you see the corner here and the corner over there. At this point where this paint is at, it's a -19, so I have to get 19 inches of fill basically from that slope to fill that up. So that, and then really beyond this, it really drops off, because this was all soil that I had pushed from behind me, and I pushed it this way to really try and reclaim some of this part of the property. So I've got to get 19 inches here, and I only have 14 to take up here. But I also have to realize that getting this white oak stump out, plus all these other stumps that are here within the footprint of the concrete pad, that's gonna take soil away. So I have to figure that out. I think what I'm gonna do is, because cabin 5, I'm recessing cabin 5 into the hillside, there's still a good bit of fill that I can pull out of there. I may end up putting it back in here and kind of extending that berm to the back. Plus I've got gravel coming in, so I may be able to, you know, stack some gravel 6 to 10 inches thick, maybe. I don't know. I'm worried about it sinking. I'm definitely gonna have to tamp that down. So yeah, we'll see. So that's where we're at right now. All right, guys, just about gonna wrap it up here. I just want to show you here. I've been, as the batteries have been charging throughout the day, so I got 2 cycles out of each one. So definitely improving, you know, obviously the joints and stuff like that. But yeah, certainly one of those things, like, if you don't know how to weld, you better be able to grind. So we are definitely utilizing that adage here. So it's all going pretty well. It's could have been filled, well, probably quite a bit better, but kind of how it is. Guys, well, tomorrow's Monday and the excavator's coming tomorrow. We've got a lot to do, so hopefully I'm going to catch, you know, most, if not all of it, on camera here for you guys, just to kind of show you how things are going to transition from, obviously, this place up here, this parking area that I've been talking about for what seems to be, for me, 6 months at least, trying to get this straightened out. And then down in the cabin area where all the trees and everything are laid out. That should all be cleared up in the next 2 days. So a lot of log dragging, a lot of, you know, earth pushing, things like that. So we'll see how it goes, right? All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.